This is an opportunity for us to come and show solidarity within our community in light of George Floyd.
We here for a reason. You all came out because you are feeling some kind of way. We are hurt. We are disappointed. We are angry. We are stressed. We are tired. Enough is enough.
The main thing I'm up here to say is keep the conversation going. I mean, like I said, I've lived here for 30 years, and I can remember a better part of my life where a lot of my friends or a lot of people around me act like racism didn't exist. And that's not how we heal. Everybody here knows we don't go to therapy to not talk about our problems. You can't heal unless you talk about what you've been through. So just don't stop now, all right? Thank you.
As a black woman, let me tell you something, my sisters and brothers. Yes. We gotta raise our children up, okay? Yes. Because when they walk out them doors, we don't know if they coming back or what they're going through when they walk out them doors, okay?
How do we explain injustice to kids who are pure? That's my biggest fear. He don't know what racism is. He's not been treated differently because he's been privileged enough to be around people who treat him as an equal, treat me as an equal, and don't treat him any differently. He wanted to come up here and pray. Like, I didn't want to talk because I knew I would get emotional, but it just makes sense because is he next? He just wanted to pray, so it's his turn next.
God is my favorite God.
And what else? God is good.
God is good.
And we are our God children.
And God children.
We need more people of color in leadership positions in our schools and in our city. We need more relatable mentors for our children. Again, we must find a way to change this narrative. Our community is a part of this solution, so I challenge all of you here to check your friends, your neighbors, and your family. It may be hard, but it's not as hard growing up Black in America. Thank you.
I've always felt that just ignore it, Tyra, it'll go away. This is coming from my heart right here. I'm not looking at my phone. Ignore it, Tyra, it'll go away. Don't say anything about it. The George Floyd situation put my soul on fire. I'm not gonna be quiet anymore. I'm going to stand up, I'm going to speak, okay? I don't wanna be violent. That's not what I wanna do. I do not want to be violent with anybody. But what I do want is for my voice to be heard and for other people of color for their voice to be heard.
We can make a change. You know, we just gotta stick together. And that's all we gotta do, and just pray. We're all one. Forget color. We're all the same. Literally, if I take my sister right there and to get a knife and cut them, we're all gonna bleed the same. And yeah, thank you.
So educate yourselves. We can't have meaningful, insightful conversations about racism, about how to dismantle racism, about white supremacy, about white privilege, if we can't even define the terms. I see this on Facebook all the time. People can't have these conversations if you can't even define the term, and then you have to agree on it too.
I've had nightmares. They will accidentally think that I'm one of those people that might be in trouble, come in my house, and scream for my kids to come outside. You know, like, I get scared, y'all. I'm scared, and I've never been scared. I used to be 14 on Taylor Street. I'm almost 30 years old on Davis Street. I've been over here. I've been here.
You're not born with racism. Neither are you born with, like, being scared to be Black. Racism is taught by anybody that you live with because, or you're like society, just like being scared. Since, like, when I was born, I was in Chicago, and I was scared for my life because that's what my mama taught me. My mama taught me to be scared. Don't talk to people because you don't know what they'll do to you. And it don't really matter about the color anymore because anybody can be racist. Not all white people, all Black people, all mixed. Any race can be racist.
For those who don't know what erasure is, it is when specifically when it comes to racism, it's when black folk are trying to tell you their experience, tell you how they feel, what is happening to them emotionally, physically, eternally in their families, and then people are telling you it's in your head. It's being in 4th grade in a predominantly white school, trying to play with other kids, and one of them is telling you that please don't touch me, your skin looks dirty, and then you say that makes me feel some kind of way, and that makes me feel uncomfortable, and your teacher says, oh, you're taking it the wrong way. That's erasure. It's being 12. And a lot of the white boys in your school telling you that no one wants to date you because you look intimidating, because black women are intimidating and white men can't handle black women, and that should be a compliment. Don't take it negatively. Why are you taking it negatively? That's erasure.
We need more empathy as a community, as a nation, as a world. Empathy is something that is so lacking. So many times people see a situation and they say, oh, well, that's not someone like me. That's not someone I know. That's not happening where I'm from. So I can just bury my head in the sand and not care about it. That's unacceptable, and we need this global change and the systemic change.
Enough is enough. And I'm standing tall for my black sisters, my brothers, and the ones who ain't here right now. We out here and we gonna speak our mind, okay? And if you ain't spoke your mind as a sister or a brother, this is the time, baby. Get up here and voice your opinion, say what you gotta say.
And I can't speak to your pain and suffering and the experiences you've gone through, but I can address the people that look like me. I know myself, like many of you, have friends and family that are frustrating you right now and that you want to cut out of your life, and you want to delete them off of social media. You don't want to talk to them. You've given up on them. What I'm imploring you to do is to keep that dialogue open, because the people that are suffering need numbers. They need allies, and to shut people out of your life because they're ignorant, because this hatred comes from ignorance, let's be honest. I just implore you not to cut those ties to ignorant people in your life, and don't lose faith in them, because having a dialogue can change a lot of people's minds.
Go learn about culture of each other. Learn about the history of each other. Learn more. When you learn more, you never lose. You never lose. But you gain more respect. You gain more attitude. You know how to treat people. You never listen to nobody, but listen to your reflection from where you got from each articles that there is hundreds of them people talked about it. And thank you.
I have this fear, and I'm real good at armoring myself up and getting people excited. I'm real good at that. I love getting people pumped up, but I am so angry. I'm so angry, and if I look at it, if I practice mindfulness and I look at it and I'm vulnerable with myself, it's not really anger.
What is it?
Underneath that anger is fear. Yes. I am so scared. Let me tell you what I'm scared of. That all of this and everything with COVID that's bringing us together, all the good stuff that is sort of kind of coming out of this, that when this is over or goes back to some resemblance of normal, that you guys aren't going to be here. That you're not going to come back. You know why? Because you didn't truly connect. And I'm not talking about what color you are. I'm talking about if you don't live in my neighborhood. Are you going to come back? Are you going to go to the bike rodeo? Are you going to, yes, are you going to come paint? Are you going to trash clean up with me? Are you going to come be vulnerable and uncomfortable next to me? Because honest to God, that's what I'm scared of. Is this all returning back to what it was? And honestly, that's all I gotta say.
I posted the other day on a Facebook account that Black Lives Matter. My cousin responded by saying, all lives matter. I replied, in an analogy, I said, if I said to you, Bob's house matters, and you replied, all houses matter, you missed the point. Because at this time, Bob's house matters because Bob's house is on fire. It's not a matter, all houses do matter, but Bob's house is on fire and we got to do something.
When you see someone being done wrong, speak up. We are more powerful than we know, okay? We have a voice. We don't have to be quiet. We don't have to say, you know what? We don't have to be scared, okay? It's not against the law to speak your mind, okay? To my fellow brothers and sisters of color, let today be the day that you decide in your heart and mind that you are going to stand today and continue to stand and unite with others who are against racism, but especially those in your own race, no matter where they came from. Because we all have one thing in common, and that is being disliked for the color of our skin. Let's be kind to each other and love one another. While doing this, we will also be setting an example of how others should treat us. I want you all to know that I have your back, and I will stand with you for a better cause. There is no more silence. Speak up against racism and injustice happening in your community and in communities all over America. Enough is enough. Thank you, guys.
If something is happening to you and it hurts, emotionally, physically, mentally, it's hurting you, say something, and if someone keeps pushing it down, keep saying it until somebody realizes how serious you are.
I have heard a lot. I've lived a lot. And let me tell you guys, if I condense everything that I've heard just here tonight, now I'm starting to come up with not just the pain, not just the picture, but I'm starting to see how we can get some solutions going.
We have experienced something that will stay with us for a long time. People have come and released themselves up here today. For those that didn't speak, you have had the same opportunity to release your frustration and your concern. The fear that has been expressed is not an act, it is real.
I know everybody now who's sitting here, they came because they feel what the black community going through, and they don't like it. That's why you come all the way from your house, even though during this pandemic, you came here so you can listen and support. Thank you. But what are you gonna do? Are you just gonna go and just after you sleep, you wake in the morning and you forget everything happened yesterday? You need to take an action. You need to take action.
We all have pain. We all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride. If I have things you need to borrow, I'm right up the road. Yes. I'll share your load if you just call me, lean on me. When you're not strong, I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. For it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. For it won't be long till I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need you to lean. I'm gonna need